Have you guys ever wondered how people create private label products like what you see right here? This is actually my fiance Marielle's private label banana chip dog treats. So she's actually kicking herself because she didn't know that the tool I'm going to show you today called Pacdora exists. If you knew how much she had to pay for help designing this bag of products and getting it to the right specifications and getting a 3D rendered model ready so that she can market the products, it's insane. And everything I just explained that used to be a pain point, that used to require multiple different softwares, require a professional designer, none of that is true anymore because Pacdora lets you do it straight from a web browser, all in one place with real-time 3D preview. All right, I've been loving this. I actually created my own fictional brand of cookies. I want to show you how I did that, and then I want to show you how I can recreate Marielle's product that I just showed you. So let's get to it. I'm going to drop a link to Pacdora in the description. If you use code Ryan, you can save 20% when you sign up. So if you're ready to follow along, head on over to the Pacdora homepage. It'll look something like this. Before we get started and actually work, check out the fact that they've got almost 5,000 packaging templates, die lines, and mockups that you can use all built into their software that runs straight from your web browser. So that includes things like box mockups, bottle and jug mockups, food packaging mockups, pouch mockups, jar and can mockups, tubes, cups and containers, paper bags, etc. All right, they have so much built into the software. And whether you're using it for yourself and your own branded products, or if you want to just go and market these as a gig that you can create for other people, like my fiance Marielle, on Fiverr, on Upwork, on Craigslist, you can get hired by people like her and make good money. Like I mentioned, I mean, there's definitely good money to be made. So anyways, when we're ready to work, go ahead and click the workbench button in the top right corner. Now, here you will see all of your projects. I went and I created these 3 projects to show you for this video. And I also wanted to show you how you can combine the different SKUs into one shared 3D render. So check this out. Here I've got 3 different SKUs for my fictitious cookie brand. Just so you guys know, you can mess around with these products on this screen. So if you wanted to, raise it up for some reason or like rotate it, this is what I love about Pacdora. It's not just the actual image of them. They're actual 3D models, right? So you can move them around, play with them however you want to. You can also replace them. So if I don't want that bag anymore and I want to replace it with another box of cookies, boom, now we have 2 boxes of cookies and the bag of cookies. So that's what's really cool. Now, when it comes to creating these guys, you can go ahead and this one's already made, just so you know. If you ever want to make an adjustment to it, just click adjust images there. And you can see here how I created this box of cookies. One thing that you'll notice about Pacdora is how customizable everything really is. So you can actually change the packaging color. It's like right here above my head, I'm pointing to it. If I want to change the box to white, if I want to make it transparent, and in this case, transparent means that the material that I selected on the first step shows through. So you can also just change the color here with a color selector, and it'll read the colors from your design if you add a design and suggest them as well to match your design. By the way, I kind of skipped over how I made the actual design for this product. You can probably guess that I jumped over into Canva, which is not required. Like, there are some design elements built into Pacdora, but Canva, of course, has some really nice templates. So as you can see here, I customized a cookie theme template to give me my fictitious cookie brand. And then I loaded the images over here into Pacdora. You can just click the add images button up here in the top left corner and import any images, whether it's from Canva or anywhere else, and then add them to your project like I did here. From there, you can add them to your project in one click. And then once they're added, you can move them around. You can resize it, make it big, make it small. Don't forget there's a real-time 3D preview here above my head. And you can even design the inside of the box. If you're looking above my head, you can see the inside of the box. I actually used the text tool to write some additional text right up there on the inside of the box. So what you can actually do here, again, above my head, is I'm looking at the outside, but if I click inside, you can see here that I was able to add my own text to the inside of the box using Pacdora's text tool. So I didn't even have to like design and then import. They actually have a text tool. If you go to the left-hand side and just click elements, and then you can just click once to add text. They have different fonts you can use. You can change the size of your font. You can change the color. all of that good stuff. So what do you say we bring it back to the workbench and we start from scratch on a new project where we aim to recreate Marielle's banana chips for dogs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and click add new mockup file. When I do this, it starts a completely new project. So the first thing I'm going to do is on the left hand side, models is pre-selected for us, and it's selected this box, but that is clearly not the same product. So I'm just going to type in bag. We'll search for bags. And then I'm going to scroll until I see something that looks similar. I think we found the right one right here. So I click and it will replace it, and now we're on the right track. So if I scroll up, by the way, you can click my and you can view your existing products, but I'm going to scroll up to the top here, and now I'm going to click the edit button. You'll notice on the left-hand side, they have different size bags. So there's a 21 gram, 300 gram, and 160 gram different size bags. Make sure you get your info from, if you're doing your own private label products, from your manufacturer, right? If they're supplying the bags. Basically what I'm saying is don't guess on the size. You should know what size bag you actually are selling, because Pacdora is going to aim to get this as accurate as possible as long as you give it accurate information. So we'll use the first size here, the 21 gram. Now you also can change the materials right here. So they support plastic and glossy, plastic matte. So I'm going to switch to that really quickly. Metal glossy. It'll be more obvious too and easier to see when we actually add her design. I'm trying to figure out what she actually used. I thought she was using the metal and glossy, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's more of a metal matte that she's using. Okay. And you can even play around with the application of these various effects right here by expanding the surface section right there. So next up, we need to click upload here, and we need to add the designs. So I've already preloaded them, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on the left hand side. Now you'll notice that the way that this design looks, if you're looking at the live preview above my head, is sideways. It is not accurate. So what I need to do is click the little spinny button right there and left click and hold and rotate this 90 degrees. Boom. Now I'm going to resize it just a bit and try to match it to the dimensions of this bag until I get it perfect. Boom. There we go. There we go. All right. That looks good. And then I need to also add the back. So I'm going to click to add that. I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees the opposite direction. All right. Perfect. Do a little bit of resizing, line it up. And boom, there we go. All right. And again, if I need to play with the packaging color, I can. But because the two designs that we added here already have the full background color built in, we don't need to do that. But if I did need to, just so you know, the color wheel has already selected from the images we uploaded all of the colors in that color palette. So how cool is that? Their software does that. And next, I am hiding the save button over there in the bottom right corner. But all you have to do is click the save button, and that should work right there. So now you can kind of see it added that metal glossy effect. Just know that if you use that in your mockup, it should correlate to what the finished product in real life is going to look like. I don't think her actual product has that metal gloss. So we probably should switch it back to like a plastic matte. I think that is more accurate. And don't forget that you can always change the metalness, the roughness effect, all of those things over there with those little sliders. So next I wanted to show you guys that Pacdora doesn't just help us create these renderings, these 3D renderings, these 3D models. We can also do things like grab videos for advertising. Like, how cool is this? They have different video effects that we can basically apply to our product. These are great for like Amazon video ads, for instance, which not a lot of people utilize. So just check this out. I mean, this is super cool. And this is all in one click. Like, my hands are up here. It's just, Pacdora is just doing this for me. So you can do a lot with these videos after creating your product in Pacdora. You just saw how easy it was. Last, you can click 3D design right underneath video, and you can do things like add, light and shadow effects. You can add them to different scenes, or you can do these creative combinations. That's how I did my cookies, if you remember them. So you don't actually need 3 different SKUs though. Well, by the way, you can also just do it with 1 SKU and add it to different scenes. Like, how cool does this look, right? And you can adjust it as necessary, lift it up, whatever you want to do. Okay. You can transform it. If you want to, duplicate it, add multiple, go ahead and change the scene. I just clicked a scene that has 2 of them. And let's say you add a new SKU. Like, I know Marielle also has peanut butter banana chips. Well, she can go create the peanut butter banana chips product in Pacdora. And then up there in the top right, there's a replace button. So you click replace and it lets you select a different product from your existing products. So check that out, guys. I mean, Pacdora is literally, I mean, this is crazy, the amount of money that they are going to save entrepreneurs like you and I. Plus, if you're a go-getter, like I mentioned, you can charge hundreds of dollars, if not more, on places like Fiverr and Upwork and Craigslist, if anybody still uses Craigslist, doing this for clients. So I hope you'll check out Pacdora. It is linked at the top of the description. Code Ryan is going to save you 20% when you sign up. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Please hit that like button and subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you soon with a new video.